41 card list. I'll jump into it and yeah, we'll break it down. But the Purrely stuff is solved in my brain, so it's going to be the same 2 white cats and 2 black cats. That's never going to be any different. And then we'll max out on the rest. So we'll play the 3 street, the 3 my friend, 3 pretty memories, 3 happy memory, double delicious, double sleepy, and the 1 yeep. So that Purrely stuff always going to be the same. I don't think you need more than 4 cats. You can recycle them with yeep once they're in the bin. The only real issue you face is if they get banished. And yeah, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't think it's an issue. I think it works really, really well, which leaves you plenty of room for non-engine, where I'll start that off with 3 crossout designators and the 1 call by the grave. Because there's so much hand trapping in this format, I think this is, you don't want to shotgun your crossout on the first hand trap they drop on you. You need to consider whether or not you can play through it, because if you can, then you do that, right? Because this can still be fodder to discard off a quick play spell to summon a Purrely. So if it's going to stop your play, then 100% cross out or call by, whatever you need to do. But if it's not going to stop it, then let it go. We then have the 3 Fenrir, because it can play it and it's good, and when it comes up, it's amazing and it wins you games. We play 3 Fubalus because Max C is Max C. We're just going to go for the hand traps. We have 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. I only played 2 Veiler because I've got a 41 card list. I wanted to ensure I had coverage for the new decks, Raziel, and the other one that I can't think of the name of right now. So then I wanted to include Ghost Ogre as well. 1, because Ghost Ogre really hurts Purrely, so you want it as a crossout target, but more as well, this directly stops Raziel lines if you know where to hit, so it needs to be in the deck. And then to round out the traps, I just play the 3 Imperm. So that's the main deck. I'll show the extra deck, which is solved, but we still want to go through it, so there's no concerns there. We have the 1 Anima, the 1 SP, and the Nightingale. This could be Fuecoco, or Fueco, whatever you call Fuecoco, that's a Pokemon. Fueco, but Nightingale's fine for now. 1 Noir, 1 Plump, and then 2 Beauty, 2 Happiness, 1 Down and Magician, 2 Big Black Cat as your towers, 1 Expertly Happiness. Every time I've made this, I've walked straight into interaction that's caused me to fumble. But in the instances where you need to round out the game quickly and you know that they've got nothing left, this will OTK. So it's good to have there still. And then I have the 1 Sky Crisis and the 1 Sky Thunder, just because there's room and why not. So that's the extra deck. For the side deck, I've included things to address problems that aren't part of my main deck. So I side deck 3 Nibiru because the Raziel deck and other new decks like to combo and they fall to Nib. We then have 3 Drollbird. Again, we want to punish those decks that search a lot, and these 2 cards do that very well. We then play the other Molchami in the side because it's not worth main decking it, but in the instance where you're playing against like Floowandereeze, this will just give you lots of freebies or give them a free turn, or give you a free turn, sorry. And then I side this, but it's good when you are forced to go first into game 2 or 3. You play 3 Thrust, and then as your targets, you want, I have 1 Impulse because it's really powerful against your towers. And obviously you can't use Impulse in this deck, but having it as a crossout target is really good. So that's more there for that. So that's probably not part of the Thrust package, but this is just a crossout target for Impulse. Yeah, because it hurts. And then your 2 Thrust targets is Talents and Debarrier, because in my mind, if they're going to Fubaluse you when you're going first, then you just thrust into D-barrier, set that pass, and then you just floodgate them back, and then you get to play the game the next turn. That's my thought process there. If anything, I would try to make space to incorporate impulse elsewhere to include another thrust target. But it's fairly tight, so it is what it is. But that's the Purrely deck post the ban list. It works really, really well. As I said, I took it to locals without playing it for a while and went 3-1, and only unfortunately losing to the Exodia player when, we I wouldn't say bricked, but we did brick. We opened 4 hand traps and 1 engine card, and he had an answer for that engine card, and then we just continued to top deck hand traps. So he was able to just regenerate his resources and take the game from there. So it was a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I'm going to keep playing the deck. We've got a YCS coming up in March, so we'll see how we go there. But I hope you guys have a happy Christmas and happy holidays and a good safe new year, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.